Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video. I'm going to be giving you my mid-year update on how my 2024 plan to pan list is going. So at the end of 2023, I put together a list of 24 products that I planned to pan in 2024. So 24 makeup products, mostly that I wanted to, actually all that I wanted to finish up to completion. Not necessarily like its own separate project, but just focus products or things that I wanted to keep top of mind this year when I was picking products for my projects. So when I updated you guys at the end of March, I had already completed 8 out of the 24 products that I had put on that list. So we were off to a really good start. I have only added one additional empty to that list. So I am at 9 out of 24. We are 3 products short of being halfway there. And as I look through the products that I still am working on, I'm very happy to see that many of these products are going in a project, but I don't know if we're gonna successfully complete all 24 products. In fact, I know we are not, because there's one product that I am going to be decluttering. But if you are interested in my progress in my planning to panning, my pan plans, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, palette themed content, or just chit chatting about makeup, I'd love if you consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, should we start with the products that I've actually like hit my goal on and then end with what I'm still working on? Should we roll with it that way? I think we might roll with it that way because I want to keep it interesting. Okay, let's start with all of the products that I had already met my goal on when I updated you at the end of March. So we have my Kosas Revealer Concealer, which isn't empty. I love this concealer, but both concealers that I've owned, I've gone through 2 of these. The cap has broken on mine, and it's extremely frustrating to use once the cap is broken. So I don't necessarily see myself buying that one again. I finished up one of my Lawless Forget the Fillers. This one specifically was in the shade Velvet, which was a really, really beautiful pink mauve sort of shade. This is like the perfect Your Lips but better. Like, it's not like the Lawless Clear Gloss. Like, it adds a little bit of of like a pinkish pigmentation to your lips, but it is so beautiful. I definitely would be interested in purchasing that shade again. And then another gloss that I finished up the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss, and I actually really came to enjoy this product towards the end of my use with it. It is a very expensive product. I believe this retailed for either like $29 or $31, so really expensive. I didn't love it when I first started using it, but when I was using it consistently, I loved the sparkly shine it gave to the lips. It just, in my opinion, isn't worth that steep price tag, so I won't be repurchasing that. I have 2 powder bronzer empties already on the year, which makes me so happy. So I did finish up the Ilia bronzer. I considered purchasing this again, but I've been buying other bronzers that I haven't tried in the past. And then I also finished up my Tom Ford bronzer, and I am going to keep this compact even after I share like my end of year empties, because it is such a beautiful compact. This did cost $75, $70 or $75 when I purchased it. And like, I mean, I'd like to keep the compact then. I love the like white and gold. This was a beautiful bronzer. Definitely a bronzer I would consider purchasing again in the future. I have purchased 2 Gucci bronzers in the past like 6 months, so I don't think we need to buy any more like luxury bronzers at the moment. But I did really enjoy this, and if I were to finish up a couple more powder bronzers, it would definitely be one I would be interested in picking up in the future. It had a really beautiful like warm terracotta finish to it, which I really loved, and it wasn't a total matte finish, which I also really loved. I did finish up my Merit foundation stick. I actually had a second Merit foundation stick in my collection, but consistently using this, I realized I just didn't love the way that this foundation sat on my skin. So I will actually be decluttering, if I haven't already, my second Merit foundation stick. I think I already decluttered it, but I did empty this one out completely. I did finish up my Refi face primer, which I was really excited about. This was a more expensive face primer, extremely gimmicky in my opinion. You roll it onto your face, and I just felt like the way that the product was made, or the way that the packaging is, makes it extremely hard to control the amount of primer that you're getting each time that you use it, and I just wasn't a fan of that. But I emptied that one out completely. Glad I got my money's worth on that, if you consider that, because I didn't enjoy every time I used it, but like at least I used the product up rather than letting it go bad. I had my RCMA powder in my Laura Mercier translucent powder packaging, and I did finally finish up that powder. That took me literal ages, and I'm so happy to have this as an empty. It's not a powder that I personally loved towards the end. I just think there's better loose powders on the market these days, and so I personally will not repurchase. And then the 9th goal met, the one that I have met between last update and this update, is my Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer, the Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer. I was not a fan of this eye primer at all. Definitely won't be repurchasing. Considered many times just decluttering this, because I just felt like there was definitely some shadows that just kind of were skippy or just didn't adhere to this product in the way that I wanted them to. And I much prefer the NARS like No Budge eyeshadow primer. So again, won't be repurchasing this, but emptied it out, and it's another goal met. So that brings us to the final 15 products that are currently going in this project. One of them, the one that I will be decluttering, I cannot find. I don't know where I put it, but it is the Natasha Denona contour, sorry, not Natasha Denona, the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. And I had that going in my Rolling Project 10 pan, but in my most recent update, I told you guys that I just was not loving that product anymore, and I didn't want to force myself to use a product that I didn't enjoy when I have so many other creams / liquid bronzers in my collection that I enjoy so much more and would rather be reaching for. So that is a product that I won't empty out, because I will be decluttering that product. The rest of the 14 products I will be at least attempting to complete. So let's start with maybe the products that I think I probably could finish up. So we have my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. When I put this into, or put this on my list, there was no pan in this powder. I have pretty much exclusively been using this powder as my pressed powder. It is not my favorite pressed powder. It is a really beautiful powder foundation, but sometimes I feel like because it is a powder foundation, but I'm using it as a pressed powder, it almost is just making my makeup heavier than it needs to be. I definitely prefer like the CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder for a pressed powder. I actually really like the Bare Minerals powder foundation even over this, and I recently repurchased the Kosas Cloud Set powder. So I'm just trying to use this up, but even using it pretty much every single day, what feels like every single day for the last 6 months. We have a large pan going in this, but there's still a lot of product left to go. So I am confident I will finish this up, but I feel like I've kind of been neglecting my other powders, which makes me a little bit sad. Okay, I had originally put the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Sail Away on this list. I don't know why I didn't put Ritz on the list, because Ritz is the Super Shock that was closest to being used up, and the Super Shock I wanted to focus on most this year. So I'm actually switching Sail Away out for Ritz. And I recently repressed Ritz, and this is what it's looking like. I have still what feels like quite a bit of product left to go in Ritz. Colourpop Super Shocks are very deceiving, because you hit pan in them fairly quickly, but then they just go and go and go and go. Like this was just like the outer ridge was left with product, but when I repress it, it almost looks like a brand new Colourpop Super Shock. It is a really, really beautiful shade, and I think I can successfully finish this up. It is something that I just need to remind myself on those days that I'm just reaching for like one shadow and I'm running out the door, I need to be reaching for this. Then I have my Colourpop Barbie lip liner in the shade Golden Beach. This is how much I have left in this lip liner. I have definitely been getting into lip liner this year and been reaching for this a ton. I feel like I'm sharpening this a couple of times each month for the past several months, which makes me just so happy. I've also been really enjoying playing around with some of the other lip liners that have just been lying around in my collection. I don't know for sure if I will finish this, but I'm fairly confident I can. Like, I feel like I can. I'm just like, I know I want to play around with other lip liners as well, but I think I can still be successful in this. Then I have my Nabla Radiant Plumping Serum Primer. I still have a ton of this primer left, but I'm planning to use this kind of as an all-over body glow sort of product this summer, kind of like a body oil for when I'm lounging by the pool, and that's why I'm confident I can finish this up. This is not a favorite primer for me in terms of priming my face. It is kind of like sticky in a very distracting way. Like it reminds me of like, you know, when you have like a sticky gloss and you're out in the wind and like your hair is blowing and getting stuck to your lips. It reminds me of like a sticky gloss I literally like rubbed all over my face. And I just do not enjoy this. But with primers, and especially with this product, I would love to repurpose it to actually like use the product up rather than let it go bad. I don't necessarily know I have anyone in my life that would be interested in this product, and I'd like to just use it up. I'm confident this one will be an empty. I also feel pretty confident that I can finish up my Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Kitten Kaleidoscope. I currently have this going in one of my projects, and I have taken the stopper out. It is definitely very dry, and when I use this, basically I scrape some off the side and then I like tap it out onto my hand because it usually comes out in these really big dry clumps, and I kind of smooth it out on my hand, and then oftentimes I'll just tap it in with my finger, and I already have a glitter glue laid down on my eyes, and then I'll just tap it on the glitter glue to get it to adhere. So it's not the most fun product to use, but it is so beautiful if you want to just add a little something to a look. I actually was in Ulta in May and almost repurchased the Stila Wanderlust. I ended up purchasing a different liquid shadow. I purchased one from About Face, which I don't love as much as Kitten Kaleidoscope, and I really kind of want to go purchase or Wanderlust, not Kitten Kaleidoscope, just because there's those days where I have like a more neutral look, but I wanted to just really pop, and adding that liquid shadow onto the lids just really makes it pop in a way that I think is so pretty. Anyway, I'm rambling on about nothing basically. I do think I can finish this. I think it'll take me the majority of the year. And then I look at the rest of these products and I'm like, can I finish these? So I should be able to finish this. This is my NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. This is a really beautiful foundation. Definitely one of my older foundations in my collection. And it is definitely more of a self-tan shade for me. So I should really focus on this one this summer to get use out of it before it's too late. I don't know why. I've had this sitting out in my little cubby back there, which is like the project painting products I'm focused on, and I have not been reaching for this. I think because I've been focused on my Makeup Forever little mini foundation, because I want to finish that up before I do my makeup inventory, and then I really need to get going on this. I've always thought this is a really beautiful foundation. It reminds me a lot of the Armani Beauty Neo Nude foundation, but it was a fraction of the cost. You cannot get this product anymore, so I just want to use this up. I don't want it to go bad. I'm confident I can finish this one up. We're gonna say that's gonna be a finish. This one I'm not sure about, but I think there is definitely a chance. This is my Merit Beauty blush stick in the shade Beverly Hills. So this is what mine is looking like, which I do feel like I have definitely started to flatten out the top of this product. I just don't know like how far down the blush goes into the actual component. That's where I'm like, once I get flush to the packaging, like how much more product do we have left? I'm not sure. If it's just me getting flush to the packaging, I definitely think I can do it. I think this is such a beautiful, more like natural light blush formula. I have really been falling in love with these Merit blush sticks. I also have Terracotta, which is so beautiful. Beverly Hills is this really beautiful, like neutral, just like kind of dusty pink, but it really just ends up looking almost like a pink glow to the cheeks. It's so pretty. I love reaching for this, and so I'm really excited to continue to track my progress. Again, I'm not sure if I'll finish this one, but we'll see. Okay, I do not think I will finish this product up. I do have this going in my Rolling Project 10 pan right now. It's the NARS Cream Bronzer Sunkissed Bronzing Cream in the shade Laguna. I dropped mine on the floor and my product kind of like shifted. I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the pan. So my goal in my project pan right now is just to hit pan. This is a very pigmented cream bronzer. So the littlest amount goes the longest way. And that's where I'm just like, I don't even know. I feel like it's gonna take forever to hit pan, even just looking at how much product is left in this. So if I could even just hit a pan in this before the end of the year, that would make me feel very accomplished. I absolutely do not think that this will be an empty by the end of the year. We'll see how much we can do with that. This one I'm also just not super confident in. It's my Natasha Denona Glow Highlights. Now I have expanded the pan pretty significantly within this highlight. This is going in my Rolling Project 10 pan and has been going in that project since the beginning of the year. I do notice I am getting some hard pan with this highlight. It is a really, really beautiful highlight, but I keep saying with like every highlight I'm trying to use in my collection, like, oh, I can use it as a body highlight. And it's like, girl, how much highlighting are we doing on the body? So I haven't been great about reaching for this one all that frequently, especially like I haven't reached for this as a body highlight yet this year. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this one. This is such an old highlight in my collection. I really want to empty this out. Like, to empty out a full-size highlight would feel so accomplished, but like there's still so much product in that. This is another one I feel like I can finish, but it could be painful and it could take some time. It's the Fenty Beauty Heat Gloss Bomb in the shade Hot Cherry. I actually do have this on my lips today over top of a YSL lip stain. And this one like does hurt a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more to my lips. I put this in this project because, or not project, but I put this on the list because without some sort of motivation, I'm not gonna finish this up. I just don't love a plumping lip gloss that actually hurts. I would just much rather use, let's forget the filler. I think it's a beautiful product, and I do love Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. I so badly want the new one that she released for summertime. It's like this, oh, it's like this beautiful bronzy golden shade. I might end up picking that up. I'm waiting for the new NARS face palette in light medium to come back in stock, and then I will likely purchase both of those. But Fenty Heat, I just need to remind myself to use it. It does hurt, but let's use it up, girl, because we bought it. All right, I have my Ilia eyeliner in the shade Dusk, and I use this so much, but I feel like when I like twist the product up to see how much I have left, it's like it just keeps twisting and twisting and twisting. So I have this much eyeliner left, and it's just a really deep brown eyeliner. I wonder how much I can twist this down. I want to see like how far. Yeah, okay, so I feel like it's right here in the packaging. Like, we have definitely used up less than is left in this packaging. I've had this for years, and I have used this eyeliner a ton in the years I've had this with me. So I am not confident that I will use this up, even if I use this every single day. But I guess it's worth the money then. And then the final three products are all lip products, and I'm not confident I will finish up any of these. So I really do not think I'm gonna finish up my Milk lipstick in the shade Cream. It's a beautiful shade. This is how much lipstick I have left, but I have barely touched this product this year. That's what it looks like all the way rolled down. Beautiful, beautiful product. I ended up getting this at like a TJ Maxx or a Marshall's. Milk Makeup has not made these lipsticks for years and years, so this is very old. Let me just smell it. Doesn't smell like anything, and honestly doesn't even have like, it looks like a perfectly pristine smooth lipstick all the way around. So it's not like I'm going to declutter this at the end of the year unless things go south very quickly with this, but I don't feel like this would be an empty. Then I also put in my Persona OG matte liquid lipstick, and I've reached this a couple times this year. Ooh, that still smells like almost like a vanilla cupcake. It is a really beautiful nude shade, but I just do not reach for a liquid lipstick that frequently. I would say maybe I could attempt to wear this to work, but with my Invisalign, like, lip products just get stuck on that. Like, it's just a magnet for lip products, and then I'll like smile and it looks like I have just stuff all over my teeth. So I am not super confident this will be an empty either. And then finally, I have my NARS, what do they call this? Afterglow Sensual Shine lipstick. This is in the shade Breathless, a really, really beautiful nude, warm nude. This is how much I have left. I suppose with some effort, I could actually finish this up, and this would be the perfect, like this with like a beautiful bronzy summer look. I'm thinking of just like a bronzy, I'm thinking of like an Armani perfume or like fragrance ad in a paper with like a white top and like a gold just like basic chain necklace, and then lip product. So beautiful for patio drinking season. But as much as I want to be like on a patio drinking every day, I'm just not on a patio drinking every day. So I don't know that this necessarily will be an empty before the end of the year, but we'll try. Anyway, you guys, those are the 24 products that I am trying to pan in 2024, my updates. I am really happy that I have 9. I mean, I would love, even if we can't like fully complete 24, I would love to get to like 15 or 20. So we've got our work cut out for us. I would love to know if you have products that you are planning to pan this year and how your list is going. Let a girl know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye.